Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Promoted Sandra. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to cut and sew a long pencil skirt with a boot contour. So the picture at the side is the inspiration and this one at the middle is the one I recreated. If this is something you're interested in, then keep up watching and please don't forget to like this video, comment on it, share. This will help my algorithm a lot. Without talking too much, let us dive into today's tutorial. This is the fabric I'm going to be using. I don't know the name of this particular fabric. It is very soft when you touch it. According to the person selling it, she said it is called bay fabric. So you are going to be needing at least 2 yards of whatever fabric you want to use, be it crepe. I think crepe is going to give you something perfect like this as well. You are going to be needing your zip and thread. So the first thing I want to do is to draft the pattern for this skirt, and I'm going to be using this pattern paper to draft both the back and the front. I'm going to mark 1.5 inches from the top of my pattern paper to the down part of the pattern paper. After marking it, I will connect the points together. This line I am marking is going to be serving for the zipper allowance. After marking it, I will fold it inside. Just like as I already told you guys, I'm going to be using this pattern to draft both the back and the front. So after folding it in, I'm going to be drafting the front part of this skirt first. So this part here is going to be serving as the waistline. From there, I'm going to mark my hip point line, which is 10.5 inches. Then I'll connect the points together. I'm going to place my tape on the waistline. I will mark from there to my knee line. From my waist to my knee is 24 inches. I will mark it and connect the points together. Then I will place my tape on the waistline. I will measure the full length of the skirt. The full length I'm going to be using is 40 inches, and what I have on my pattern paper is 40.5 inches. I'm just going to leave it like that. So I'll go ahead and label it waistline, hip line, knee line, and full length. I will place my tape on the waistline. I will divide my waist measurement by 4. I will mark it. My waist is 34 inches divided by 4. I marked it. Then I will divide my hip measurement by 4. I will also mark it on the hip line. My hip is 45 inches. Then whatever I marked on the hip line, I'm going to minus 2 inches away from it and mark it on the knee line. So what I marked on the hip line after dividing my hip by 4 is level 0.5 inches. Level 0.5 minus 2 is going to give me 9.5. So I just wanted to mark 9.5 on the knee line, and on the hemline I also mark that same 9.5 inches. After marking it, I will add half inch for ease around the down part like this. I don't just want it to be just straight, you understand? Then I'll come to the waistline. I will add 1 inch for joining allowance, 1 inch around the hip, on the knee line, and also on the hemline. Then I'll go ahead and connect the point from the waist to the hip line. From the hip line, I will use the cuff part of my French cuff to connect to the knee line. Just see how I placed it, like watch it carefully. Then from the knee line, I will connect a slant line from there to the hemline like this. So once I'm done, I'll go ahead and label it front. This is the front pattern. Now I'm going to come to the center front here. I will mark 0.05 inches downward. Then I'll go ahead and use the cuff part of my French cuff to connect from the waistline to that point. You can also mark 1 inch or half inch depending on what you want. So this part, we are going to be cutting it at. Though I'm done drafting the front, the next thing I want to do is to draft the back. Now for the back part, I'm going to place my tape on the waistline. I will add another 1 inch on the waistline. This 1 inch is going to be serving for that. Yes, I'm going to be adding that to the back part. So I'll go ahead and connect from there to the hip line. So I am using red marker for you guys to be able to see this perfectly well. Now on the waistline, I'm going to be coming down by 0.25 inches, which is known as quarter inch. I will mark a slant line from the back waistline to that point, okay, like that. So the back center back is not going to be as deep as the center front. Remember, for the front, we came down by 0.75, while for the back, we just came down by 0.25. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and open up the zipper allowance I added. Okay, I'm going to be opening it up like this. Then I'm going to go ahead and remove zip budge around the back part. To do that, I will place my tape on the zipper allowance line. I will mark 0.75 inches to the side like this. Then I will just go ahead and extend this line here to the zip allowance line. From there, I will mark a slant line to the hip area like this. There's no special measurement for that, just mark it downward. Then I'm going to come to the knee line. For the knee line, I'm going to be contouring the bum of this skirt, right? So I'm going to place my tape on this zipper allowance line. I will mark 1 inch inward. Now I'm going to place my tape on that point and mark what I marked at the front knee line. So what I marked at the front knee line is 9.5 inches, right? So I'm going to mark 9.5 inches like this. So the line is exactly the line I marked for the front. I will come to the hemline. I will also mark 1 inch inward like this. Once I'm done marking it, I'll go ahead and mark a slant line from the hip line to that 1 inch I mark inward on the knee line. Then from there, I will mark a straight line to the hemline, okay? So as I'm done marking it, I'll just go ahead and use my red marker to reconnect this so that you guys will not mistake it for the front line. So I'm going to place my tape here like this and mark that 9.5 inches, which is this point here. Then I'll come to the hem. I'll also mark 9.5 inches plus half inch that I added for the front. After marking it, I will add 1 inch for journey allowance like this. I will also do the same thing for the knee line. Then I'll go ahead and connect the points together from the hip line to the knee line and from the knee line to the hemline like this. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to add my zipper allowance. I'm going to place my tape on the hip line. I will mark 1.5 inches outward. I will come to the knee line. I will mark 1.5 inches outward. Please, I am taking my measurement from that line I marked with red for the back. Okay, so I will mark 1.5 inches outward around the hem. Then I'll go ahead and connect a slant line from the hip line to the knee line like this. Then from the knee line to the hem line like this. So once I'm done, I'll go ahead and cut it out. Please pay attention and see the part I'm going to be cutting out. So for the back, I'll cut out this part, cut out this part. Then I'll go ahead and cut out this part here. Then I also cut this part. As I was cutting, my electric scissors went off finally. So I'll just go ahead and charge it and continue using my scissors like this. So I'm done cutting it out. I'll label this one as the back. So I'm going to fold my fabric into two and place my pattern paper on it like this. Then I'll just go ahead and cut out the part I'm going to be using for the front. So before I use my pattern to cut it out, I'm going to place my tape at the beginning of the fabric. I will mark 2 inches inward. After marking it, I will connect the points together. This is going to be serving as the lining, okay, the waistband for the distance skirt. Then I will fold it inward like this. Can you see what I'm doing? Then I will iron it. I'm going to bring my pattern on it like this, making sure it is straight around the waist part. After arranging it, I'll go ahead and pin it down, then go ahead and cut it out. Around the down part, I added 1 inch for journey allowance. So I'm going to remove the pattern like this. Then these 2 inches I folded in, I'm going to notch that part on both sides like this. And also I'm going to mark the hip line on the fabric using my pencil. Then I'll go ahead and also notch that part. So when I want to join the back part of the skirt together, I will know the part that is facing towards the zip side. Then I'll remove the pattern from the back. I'll go ahead and cut out the front pattern. So I'll go ahead and cut out the waistline. Then I'm going to be cutting out this zip allowance line I marked here. I will cut it out. Then I'll also go ahead and cut out the dots I added around the side here, and also from the knee line I will cut out to the hemline like this. Once I'm done cutting it out, I'll go ahead and fold my fabric into two. This fabric is just full of stain. I will mark 2 inches downward like this from the starting of the fabric. I will connect the points together. After connecting it, I'm going to be folding it in like this. Then I'll bring my pattern paper. This part that is straight is going to be on this close part here. So I'll place it on it. Now, if you check the waist area, you're going to see that the excess fabric is still showing. What I'm going to be doing is this. I will gently go ahead and fold the center front inward until I am not seeing that excess again. So I will advise, if you want to mark the center front, you should mark it as a slant, I mean on your pattern paper, so that when you are folding your fabric in like this at the center front, it will be slanted. So after folding it in, I'll go ahead and try to pin it, then I'll just go ahead and cut it out. I added 1 inch around the down for journey allowance. So I'm going to open the front part of this skirt like this. You can see I mistakenly wanted to notch the middle, which was not supposed to be. Now what you're going to be doing is this: you're going to be folding this extra 2 inches you added at the top. Go ahead and fold it in, making sure that the first fold is exactly on your waistline. Then after folding it in, go ahead and iron it. Okay, once you're done ironing it, further go ahead and fold it until you get to the waistline, the exact waistline. Then go ahead and iron it like this, just like as you can see me doing. After ironing it, I'll go ahead and use my pin to pin it together like this. Once I'm done pinning it, I'll go ahead and sew through this line here to the end, like close to where I folded. So I've gone ahead to do that for both the back and the front. Now this is the back. For the back, I'm going to place my tip here like this and mark 1.5 inches inward that I added for zip allowance. So I'm going to mark it from the start to the end. After marking it, I'll go ahead and use my French curve to connect all the points together, and I'm going to be doing the same thing for the other side as well. So once I'm done connecting it, I'm going to place my tape on the widest parts here, which is the hip area. From that zipper allowance line and mark, I will mark my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2, which is 4.025. I will mark it, then I'll mark a straight line from there upward. Okay, this is where we are going to be sewing our dart on. So I'll just go ahead and fold it into two like this on that line I marked. There is no light now. If not, I would have preferred to iron it. They have seized the light. So I will use my pins to pin it down. Then on the waistline, I'm going to be marking 0.5 inch inward for my dart intake, and from there I'm going to mark 6 inches downward. So I'll go ahead and mark a slant line from the 6 inches to the 0.5 inch I mark on the waistline. I will take it to the sewing machine and sew it, and I'm going to be doing the same thing for the other side. Guys, I've gone ahead to sew it, and this is just me ironing it. So this is how it look like. The next thing I want to do is to join the two back together, right side facing each other. So I'll go ahead and pin the zipper allowance like this. Okay, I will go ahead and pin through the line I mark from the start to the end. After pinning it, I'm going to be bringing my zip. I will measure where I want it to stop. So I'm going to stop it at the hip line here like this. Then from there, I'm going to mark 10 inches downward. Okay, I'll mark 10 inches downward and mark a point there. So I'm going to take this to the same machine. So from this part here to this point here, okay, where the zip is going to stop to that 10 inches. Then after that, I'll go ahead and sew the zip on it. So guys, I've gone ahead to sew it. I'll just cut out the excess zip. As you can see, you can see how neat this is looking. Now I'm going to go ahead and fold the hem part with 1/2 inch. I'll fold it with 1/2 inch. Then I'll further go ahead and fold it with 1/2 inch and sew it. I'm going to be doing the same thing for the other side and the front. So after sewing it, I'm going to be placing the front and the back together like this so that I can shape in the skirt. We are almost done. So just go ahead and pin the sides together, making sure that the right sides are both facing each other. I will place my tape on the waistline. I will measure the total measurement I have here. I have an extra 3 inches after dividing my hip by 2. So I'm going to divide that 3 inches by 2, which is going to give me 1.5 inches. I will mark it on both sides of the waist. Then I will also divide my hip by 2. Whatever I have left, which is 3 inches, I will also divide it by 2 and mark it on both sides of the hip. Then from the hip downward, I will just go ahead and mark whatever I marked on the hip, which is 1.5 inches. I will mark it to the hem. After marking it, I'll go ahead and connect the points together like this. So I'm going to be placing my tape on the waistline and measure from my waist to my knee line, which is 24 inches. I will mark it here and also mark it on the other side. Once I'm done connecting the points together, I will take this to the same machine and sew through the line I have here. I will do the same thing for the other side. So guys, I've gone ahead to sew it. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to fold in this allowance that I added around the teary part of the skirt. I will fold it in. I will pin it that just like as I already said, there's no light. Assuming there was light, I will just go ahead and iron it. So I'm going to be folding it in, okay, like this from the hem to where the teary is going to start from. So I will do the same thing for the other side. Now I'm going to take this to the same machine. I will go ahead and sew from the hemline to where the tail is going to start from. I will double stitch there. Then I will further go ahead and fold this other side in and sew it. So guys, I've gone ahead to sew it and iron my skirt. You can see how clean and neat this is looking. So just take your time to sew your own skirt. This is the back part. Now I'm going to be putting this on and show you how it look like on my body. So guys, this is how it look like on my body. You can see how beautiful and classy this is looking. So if you know this tutorial was helpful, please go ahead and like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to see you on my next video. Bye.